Hi, let's look a little more at brass instruments with valves and how they work. This is a tuba, but as we know, it could just as well be a trumpet, or a euphonium, or a French horn, or a flugelhorn, as they all work on the same principles. Let's look today at the logic behind the system of fingerings. If you think about it, there are only two possible states for a valve, either depressed or not. A lot like a human, I guess. So if each of the three valves has two different possibilities, then we have 2 times 2 times 2, which gives us 8 possibilities. The highest note we could play is by not depressing any valve, and a little lower is pressing the baby, a little lower is pressing the daddy, and a little lower is pressing the granddaddy. Now let's think about this from the bottom up. If we press everything, then we get the lowest note we could, and a little higher, subtracting the baby, subtracting the daddy, subtracting the granddaddy. So this is just a mirror image of itself. And these two notes, of course, produce, again aside from tuning issues that don't concern us here, the same note. Now think about the following. Every single note that a tuba, or a trumpet, or a flugelhorn, or a French horn, or a euphonium ever plays, they play it with one of these 8 possibilities. So there's not much in the way of memorization that's necessary. And if you think about it, there's actually nothing necessary in the way of memorization to understand this system. You don't have to memorize that the one in the middle is by pressing the granddaddy. You don't have to memorize that the one before the end is everything except for the baby. If you just think about the logic behind the system, then it's very simple. Nothing, add the baby, add the daddy, add the granddaddy. Everything, subtract the baby, subtract the daddy, subtract the granddaddy. So that's the logic behind the system.